believe it's already 2021?
No, it's kind of scary when you think about it. It seems like you go to bed one night and you're 20 and you wake up the next night and you're in your 40s or
22.
50s.
You're 22 now, aren't you?
22. Maybe give or take.
Yeah. It's always great to be back, helping our retire young family make those better investing decisions, especially with a new year. Al, as we kick off the show and we kick off the new year, there's a lot of people that started New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
And, what we talked about this last year as well. We talked about the resolutions and how long they actually last. For a lot of people, they only last, a week or two, or sometimes a couple days.
Or right after they have stated what it is, that's pretty well downhill from there.
And I'm sure a lot of them is, some people want to stop certain things. Some people want to start new projects, but a lot of them are become better and more confident investors. And one of the things we do here on the Retire Young radio show is we help people with the financial literacy so they're able to make better investing decisions, but to do that with confidence. Now, you work with a lot of people, and you talk to a lot of people in different aspects of their life, in their accumulation years and their distribution years. We talk about that a lot on the show.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing right now, especially with the new year, to help people make confident decisions?
Well, let's get back to that resolution thing, because that's part of it. I think every year people make resolutions that really don't go anywhere. And one of the reasons that people fail at that is they don't have a proper plan. And there's lack of support, lack of mentoring, lack of a feeling of responsibility to themselves or to somebody else. To succeed, you really need that confidence. You really need the confidence. You need maybe the help of somebody to get you through and motivate you to actually make those resolutions a reality. And that's one of the things that we want to try to do, is help you with those resolutions. If financial resolutions, if anything dealing with the financial markets are part of what you would like to see different in this coming year, well, then you're going to probably have to make some changes to be able to do that. And one of our goals is we always talk about addressing financial illiteracy. We want to help make people more literate.
We're combating that today.
We're combating it. We're fighting that.
We're taking the bull by the horns.
Yeah, and then I think one of the things that is really important is that we deal with changing mindset. And one of the reasons that people don't do well and probably won't succeed with their resolutions is that they think, act, and they execute like retail traders, and they don't even know that they're doing that. The reason is Wall Street's really conditioned us to think, act, and execute a certain way, and they think it's important for them to have us come to the decision that we need them, that we can't do this on our own. And that's one of the things that we want to combat and show you how you can. You can take control of your own assets. Do it with confidence. Do it with consistency. And there's a number of things that are done in the proper education program that get to those points. But listen, if you can't say with a high degree of certainty that the odds are that what you're investing in or trading in is going to go up, or the odds are that is going to go down, if you can't do that, then you're gambling and you're guessing, and that's not what you want to do. What if you could tell beforehand which direction something was going to go, which direction an individual asset or the markets in general was going to go? If you could identify those turning points, for example, would that help? And the answer obviously is yes. Once you have really kind of determined that you can do this, that the assets, the strategies that the institutions and the smart money, the successful people are using, understand that those are available to you. And then ask yourself, why haven't you been using them? Why hasn't anyone told you about them?
Well, think about this, Al. The market has been so crazy with the volatility. How do you help people become comfortable doing that and taking the bull by the horns and being able to participate in the markets themselves?
Well, here's the thing. There's really two things that are important if you want to be investing. One is the proper entry or exit point, and then how much the profit potential is. And those things are based on that relationship between supply and demand. We talk about that pretty much every week. And in the financial markets, we're talking about buyers and sellers. And what we want to do, if you could consistently identify a quality trade, and what we consider a quality trade is one that has a high probability of working in the direction that you want it to work in, not the opposite direction. So it's that high probability of succeeding, and then with a high profit potential. with low risk entry. Those are the three primary components that everybody should look at no matter what they're trading or investing. How do you identify those? Well, those almost always happen at or near the turn in price of something. And what causes price to turn then becomes very important. What we do, we concentrate on something that is repeatable and reliable. I mean, there's always going to be individual things that happen that can move the market on a short-term basis. It could be the death of somebody. It could be, something major, a major breakthrough, for example, in a treatment for something. But those things typically are more short-lived. Something that happens on a repeatable basis is institutional activity, buying and selling, trading by the major firms like Goldman Sachs or J.P. Morgan or hedge fund managers. And basically, what they're doing, and this is great for us, is they're telegraphing to us what they're doing and how they're going to impact that turn in price that we can identify beforehand.
Yeah, and that's a lot of great information. I mean, it is the new year, and I think you're exactly right. You kind of hit the nail on the head earlier. Is people don't follow through their resolutions because lack of a plan. And that, I mean, sometimes I guess I would say most people lack a plan in their finances, in their investments,
That's correct.
because we're conditioned. We're conditioned from a young age to just let other people manage things for us, and we're conditioned to just hope and wait and hopefully have enough. That's the biggest problem. So you have to have a different mindset. You got to change that mindset. It's the new year. Now is the time to change that mindset and do different things to be able to participate like the institutions and not like the public. Al, it's a great year. We had a great 2020, and I want to kick off to 2021 to let people understand how the institutions are buying and selling in their income accounts, how they are creating income, and these techniques that we can use as well. We'll be right back.